Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Blueprints. Last time we left off, we finished up day 3, and we'll see how things go today, I suppose. I admittedly did not review my my screenshot notes before this, but we'll see how things go. I do remember the fact that as we go deeper, there starts to be more key doors and various things like that. I'm gonna start from this side this time and see what we can get. When you enter this, gain 2, or a hallway, which would allow me to get down to the other side. I'm gonna go for a hallway. I don't like blocking off this initial bit here. We need to get as much use out of these early rooms as we possibly can. Yeah, a pantry's perfect for here. Admittedly, even a closet would be perfect. The billiard room, I still don't know how to solve the puzzle in. Pantry, though. The question is, do I want pantry? Or do I want closet? Let's go pantry. Just because I do want to grab a banana. And, also the money. Banana. Thank you. No chapel, please. Definitely no chapel. Spare room. We could do a parlor. I get some gems out of this. The Liar's Dilemma is not particularly hard. This box is blue. The gems are in a true box. This box is black. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's... The gems are in a true box. Wait, but that has to be a lie. So... if this is true, and this is true, which they both are, then this is a lie and the gems are in there. Okay. God, I will never enjoy the... I mean, luckily these Liar's Dilemmas are pretty easy. You know? They're not, like, really, really bad ones. I think of, like, the Liar's Dilemma that's in, like, Pathologic and stuff, and that terrifies me. Storeroom, spare room, billiard room. So, I can basically just make this a quick, like, little circle. Or I can dead end it right here with the storeroom, which will give me a key, which would be nice. Or I create the billiard room on the off chance that I can solve that now. I don't think I'm going to be able to, though. I don't see any new way that I would be able to solve that, because there's no information in there, really. Which is my main struggle with it. Oh, and we got a shovel. I wasn't even parsing that. Yeah, we get the shovel too. We get the shovel too. Okay, that was worthwhile. I'm glad I chose that. Very, very glad I chose that. Okay, so from here, I guess we go... You know what? Let's go this way again. I really want to expand out these side paths. Drawing room. It does have a gem requirement. The Nook would just straight up give me a key. But I want to be able to put something here, ideally. I'm gonna do the drawing room. And then we can draw until we get good things. Right? I'm gonna try to maximize my efficiency here a little bit. I know I've tried to do that the other times too, but... Ooh, the commissary could be nice. I think I want the Nook, though, just so I can get more keys. More keys is nice. If we run into a courtyard, I've got to make sure I do that. Ooh, there's a trunk. Ooh, I do have a key. I do have a key. You know what? We've never used the key on a trunk before. What did we get? Oh, 2 keys. Ooh. Okay, so that was very worth it. I wonder if it's one of those situations, I think of like The Last of Us 1, basically, where there's never really a reason not to open one of the locked doors. In Last of Us 1, you had to use like shivs, I think, to open them, to like force the lock. It's always worth it. And I think a similar sort of thing is in like Resident Evil 2, or a lot of the Resident Evil remakes in general, where it's like, yeah, it's always worth it to use resources to open one of those things. And I wonder if it's going to be the same situation here, or if I really can get super spurned by that. Regardless, that went very well for me. West Wing Hall. Sure. We're gonna have to make a dead end here at some point. Yeah. There's that note. Let's go up. Because I don't want to use that. I want to use it from the drawing room. Breaker box, billiard room, commissary. This could be a good spot for the commissary. It's like midway through, so I can get back to it easily when I find more money. Let's go for it. And then, yeah, this note is a lie, so it won't be closed. Without. That's so weird. I still don't know what's going on with that thing. Still don't know what's going on there. Alright, what's the commissary got? Sledgehammer, salt shaker. I don't know what the salt shaker would do. If the food we were eating wasn't like fruit, I would say it like improves food in some way. Because I've played games where like, yeah, if you have salt and use it on food, you know, it can... I've played some games where it just like makes the food more effective. And obviously I've played some games where it preserves it so it lasts longer, which makes more sense. But I mean, I guess salt improving the flavor of food, you know, that is accurate too. But it doesn't particularly like make it more filling or anything. Ooh. I could redraw them. This would allow me just to get straight to the commissary, so then I would have no reason to come back to the Nook. This is always left unlocked as well. Maybe I should save that, though, for further along, because there's probably a low chance we're going to be running into a locked door this early, yeah? Security wouldn't be bad. The den also wouldn't be bad. I think I want security, though. I'm gonna go security. Okay, because now that we have done security, I can... Yeah, blue memos, true. So there's... I had the password to something. I need the office for that. Keycard access doors are more likely to appear in higher ranks. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will be more likely to be progressed. It's been unlocked and access levers are no longer required. Yes, that's a lie. We have the password this. Yeah, it should be directed to our house manager, Miss Babbage. Terminal password. So we have to get to an office to do that, though, I believe. Everything else has to be electronically. I'd fail to clock in. Yeah, 2 of the terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Terminal password. Okay, so wait, no, maybe this is the one we already have? So I have this from previous attempts. Let's fix some other things first. So, view the estate inventory. Yeah, I've got everything. Keycard system, security doors, keycard system settings. Set security level We're gonna set that to low. Confirm. And change the offline mode. So yeah, unlocked. Alright, back. And then return to security menu, log into network. Okay, so the terminal password. I have that written down in my notes. Wait, I already know what it is. It was Swan Song, wasn't it? It was super Swan Song. I don't need to look at my notes for that. I just thought about it for more than 2 seconds and I'm like, yeah, I remember because I mentioned the RuneScape quest and stuff. Okay. It's fine. So, Swan Song. Password accepted. Connecting to network. Yeah, give me those dial-up noises. We'd love to hear that. Staff services. Okay, we might be taking a lot of notes now that we've gotten into this thing. Oh, I had written down that the terminal password was Swan Song on my notes here. Okay, so staff services. Punch in, punch out, staff announcement, request schedule change, special orders, punch in, punch out. Service has been temporarily disabled. As of November 4th, all work has been suspended at Mount Holly and all domestic staff have been placed on an extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. See Miss Babbage for more detail. Screenshot. Staff announcements. Saturday, November 7th. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except you, Simon, so if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. Your friends in faithful service. Okay. Request schedule change. This service has been temporarily disabled as of November 4th. Return to staff services. Special orders. If you would like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders from all members of the staff. Special orders can take 1 to 3 days. Place a special order. Brass compass, magnifying glass, metal detector, running shoes, shovel, sleeping mask, sledgehammer. I'll request the sledgehammer? Yeah. Order accepted. 1 to 2 days. So that's for getting certain things that you need. Interesting. Remote terminal access. It's possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere. View active terminals. No other terminals are currently connected. So office, laboratory, shelter. Alright. I don't know why I went back to that. Electronic mail. Permissions of this terminal do not allow for access to the electronic mail. Currently this feature can only be accessed via the terminal in the office. Okay, so let's add a note for that. Email can be accessed in office. There we go. Okay. Cool. So now that we've done that, whoops. No. Go back in there. We weren't done. All right. Oh, I gotta relog in. Whoops. God, this just makes me think of like hacking in Fallout games. having to choose the little you know, I've been rewatching like a New Vegas playthrough recently, so that's probably why it's in my head. Okay, so email we're done with. Data transfer from Cinca are not currently available. Okay, and glossary of terms. Interesting. Adjoining. Joining rooms are considered adjoined if they connected to each other via doorway, dead ends. That makes sense. Dig. Find piles of dirt. These dig spots are often found in green rooms. Can be dug up with the help of a shovel. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I think the only green room I've really seen so far is the courtyard. But we might be able to get like a garden or something. I don't think a greenhouse would be one of the rooms in the estate that you uncover. But dig spots found often in green rooms. Okay. Good. Alrighty. Escape to return. There we go. Archived floor plan. Floor plans that are hidden from view. Yeah, archive directory. Contains detailed information for all the rooms on the estate that you have drafted. You may access the directory at any time from the system menu or by pressing R. Oh, convenient. One of the most common types of rooms, bedrooms, are typically used for resting and regaining steps and are identifiable by their violet borders. Not violent. In the commissary, players may find an arcade cabinet for the popular game Dirigiblocks. To the dismay of board members of the staff, the cabinet has not been in working order for the last several years. Although the game is not currently accessible, it is scheduled to be added in a future patch. Oh, that's neat. So they're going to make it playable. Yeah, dirt we already did. Or, well, dig and dirt are the same thing, really. The action of selecting a floor plan from the 3. Drafting, call it a day. When you run out of steps, you'll be forced to call it a day. Draft pool. 3 of which color floor plan will indicate the type of room. Violet for bedrooms, orange for hallways, green for green rooms, yellow for shops, red for red rooms, and blue for blueprints, the default type. Drawing is the initial act to illustrate the difference between drawing and drafting. Yeah. This I understand. Oh, there's a lot here, but this feels important to go over in something like this. East wing rooms of the house are 9 rooms to port to the right edge. The outdoor area include many areas of interest, including the campsite, apple orchard, and west path. Entry. Certain rooms have an effect that is only triggered upon physically entering the room. Yeah. These rooms are marked on their floor plans by an icon of an open door. Yeah, we've seen that. Hallway. They provide the architects a means to branch off. Estate. As well as the grounds. The house, on the other hand, is only referring to the current rooms. House. 45 floor plan grid of Mount Holly. Exhaust. History. As an architect, you may view the previous layouts. Oh wait, that's just that. Okay. Inventory items. Floor plan. My brain is telling me there might be some useful information hidden here, but it does just seem like an explanation of a lot of the mechanics. I could have learned a lot from this earlier, but I think I've kind of just brute force learned a lot of this. Yeah. Gems, keys, glossary of terms. Feature on the network that you are now perusing. A list of words and architectural jargon. Entries marked with question marks will become gradually revealed as you progress. Keycard door, gold coins, locked, green room. Okay. Mechanical. These rooms are often heavy in mechanics and contain control systems that can interact with other elements on the estate. Yeah, reset. Each morning the house resets. Permanent changes, however, do not reset. Wonder which changes would be permanent. Each terminal in the estate is connected to a local network named Blackbridge. The network allows users to remotely connect to other active terminals, as well as providing access to staff services and other handy features like this glossary. Oh, I'm realizing my, let's switch to that. There we go. I was realizing that my, my OBS was using my stream, scene, which wouldn't really do anything weird, except possibly, I hope messages from chat didn't pop up in there. I don't think there would be any right now, but I do have a bot that sends some on like a regular basis. This network allows users to connect to other remote terminals as well as providing access to staff. Yeah. Permanent shop, security lock, special floor plan? Slightly more rare and calls gems. They offer more unique, complex, and exciting effects. Special item. Unique and inventory bound. Rank rarity. How often a floor plan is drawn? There are 4 rarities: commonplace, normal, uncommon, and rare. As you progress north, the rank increases. There are 9 ranks. However, among the staff, whispers of a 10th rank can be heard. When a spread occurs, items are randomly distributed across all rooms currently active. More rooms in your house, the larger the spread. Stars. Several ways to increase the amount of stars visible. The easiest method, of course, is drafting observatories. Each additional star creates new formations of constellations, which in turn provide beneficial effects. Beware the rooms of red. They offer powerful expansion options but come at a dangerous cost. Yeah. Okay. And then tomorrow, trunk, west wing. Rooms that provide benefits in the future belong to a special category of called tomorrow rooms. Haven't seen the sauna before. Small wooden chest and west wing. Okay. Okay, that was a lot of stuff that wasn't super useful, I guess, but, you know, I realized I was like, oh, I clicked out of that really, really quickly. Let me just make sure one more time that I did go through all of the options. Oh, we gotta listen to the dial-up tones again. I mean, this is how it be. That's what I get for clicking too fast. Come on. Alright. Yeah, no, glossary of terms was it. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I hope this is interesting to watch, because it is incredibly interesting for me to play, and I didn't know if it was going to be very good for an LP, but I was like, I'll just go with it, and we'll stick with it, and we'll see how it goes. But hopefully it's still interesting to watch, because I'm having a good time with it. I'm having a fun. And having a fun is important. Alright, let's see what's through here. Nursery. Getting that this early could be good. I don't have a gym. Never mind. And I'm kind of scared to totally lock this off. Well, the chapel's not helpful. The nursery I can't get. So no, it has to be the guest bedroom. I can't redraft. Okay, so that's 10 more steps, which is useful. It does have a key as well. I think the guest bedroom always has a key. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. But I feel like every single time I've went in there, there has a key, which doesn't make sense. You would... Rumpus room? Huh? Oh, that's weird. Well, this would just totally lock me off completely. So would the closet. So it kind of has to be the rumpus room, which locks me off from the commissary. Oh my god. We're done. We're done, that's it. We are donezo. We have completely blocked ourselves off on every path. Wow. I tried to be super thorough and look what happened. Oh, the pain. That is unfortunate. If I would have had either of these items, I would have been able to get through there. We had 4 keys, too. We had 4 keys. Oh, what a bummer. What a huge bummer. Because, yeah, we can't do any of this other stuff, but... I mean, I got some information. We got into the security thing, I guess. And I did order a sledgehammer, which will be at the commissary in the next runs that I do. What a bummer, though. I thought I was doing possibly okay, but I guess... Locking this off was big, but I was like, I have all of these paths, so it's fine. But then I drafted the guest bedroom, which was rough. If I could have redone it with newfound knowledge, I mean, I guess it wouldn't really change anything. I was like, I would go here first, then go here, but that wouldn't change anything because I just got lucky with the closet and had a reroll in it. If I had gotten a reroll here, or if the other 2 options that I had available here weren't like... Actually, wasn't one of them a closet? I guess I could have went for the closet instead of the guest bedroom. Yeah, that's one of the things I need to be careful of. If I'm ever in a spot where I can potentially lock myself out, I need to make sure to prioritize to get like a dice and things like that. Or always have a gym in my pocket, so when gym options show up, I'm not just completely locked out from them. That too. Because you can't just be locked out by that. Still don't think there's anything to do out here for me, so I guess we will call it a day there. I'll probably play some more of this in a little bit, but these videos are getting up late today because I had a lot of work and stuff to do, so I guess it's good that this run failed kind of quickly, so let's call it a day. I will probably reach a point in this where I will start like trimming runs or cutting some out, like just doing a bunch of runs in one session, Because I imagine the game is just going to hit the point where that's going to be required. Currently, we're still seeing new stuff every run, but when we start hitting the point where, like, okay, that, you know, I'm not going to waste 30 minutes on a run where it's going to be the exact same as the one I did in the previous video, then we can probably start trimming them a little bit and just showing the interesting, unique stuff that happens in each run. I made a small cottage. How depressing. But we got good info, I think. And we ordered a sledgehammer for next time, so... Alright, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.